Alhamdulillah wa salatu wa salam ala rasulillah ma ba'd. The question is asking here, am I allowed to attend a walima where there might be something haram, such as mixed gatherings, etc.? Another question has come from a different person. Can I attend the house of a person who has passed away, knowing that there's going to be innovation there and things like that? Now, this is very important because us living in the West, obviously not everybody is practicing. So there are going to be times where your interests conflict with theirs. They might not be, following the Islamic protocols, etc. So what do? Do you cut off ties of kinship and stick to your guns and say, listen, no, that's haram, I'm not doing it? Or is there a way around it? Now, the asl, in origin, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala clearly tells us in the Quran, فَلَا تَقْعُدُوا مَعَهُمْ حَتَّى يَخُوضُوا فِي حَدِيثٍ غَيْرِهِ إِنَّكُمْ إِذًا مِثْلُهُمْ. If you do not separate yourself from haram gatherings where people are doing haram things, this is the base ruling, then you take the same ruling as them, meaning you are sinful just like them. So it's not permissible, and there is no disagreement between the ulama on this, for a person to attend gatherings where there is haram taking place. It's not permissible at all. However, we have principles in the Sharia which help us understand the rulings of the Sharia, and there is one very important principle, which is ad-daruriyat tabih al-muharramat. Out of necessity, normally when things are haram, could then possibly become permissible. So what is a necessity? I mean, I'm not trying to say that this is prescriptive, this is just a description. And the person must understand that if they are going to apply this principle, they need to converse with a student of knowledge or a scholar to make sure it applies to them. But this is just for us to understand the religion and how Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has given us the truth. There are 4 conditions, maybe 5, maybe even 6, depending on the way that the ulama have described it, but I'm just going to give you a summary. Number 1, if you don't do that thing which is haram, there's going to be a great deal of difficulty involved. There is a threat, and the threat is real. Okay, that's number 1. Number 2, the threat is definitely going to be taken, the threat is definitely going to be carried out. So for example, if you don't go to a mixed environment, for example, your mother will be upset with you and she will not speak to you, etc. Yeah, there's a threat, and the threat is real. Right. In the 3rd condition, the ulama have mentioned, is there no alternative? Is there an alternative? Can you just go and show your face? Can you not, send a card or a gift? Send a message, rather than going itself? Is there an alternative? And as long as there is an alternative, there is no need for you to engage in what is haram. And then the last condition now that the ulama have said, by doing that thing which is normally haram, it will actually remove the difficulty that you are facing. If it doesn't remove the difficulty that you are facing, then there is no point in you doing it. These are the conditions that the ulama have mentioned. 5th condition, that you only take what is the bare minimum and necessity. So now a lot of people will say, okay, well, I don't have a choice and I have to go to a haram environment, so then end up spending ages there. No, just go show your face and leave. So what I would say, look, if a person finds himself in this situation, it's going to cause difficulty in your family, just go very quickly, give them salam, give them condolences or whatever it might be, and then just leave. When it comes to walima, just go, give them salam, give them a gift, and then just leave. That is if there is a threat involved and the threat is going to be carried out and there is no other alternative. We ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala that He grants us all tawfiq and success, and He gives us the best understanding of our religion. Wallahu a'lam, sallallahu ala nabiyyina Muhammad.